hang tight. I'm dead.
A terrifying home invasion leaves the owner dead, and the burglar too. Police discover a conspiracy, and one common denominator, a teenage girl with close ties to both men.
Mama, listen. This is my fault.
Now, she's a convicted murderer serving a life sentence without parole, even though she was never at the scene of the crime.
I'm labeled a killer, and at the time I felt guilty.
You feel less guilty now?
Yes. I was in a different town at my mom's house asleep when everything took place.
By law, as a co-conspirator, she's equally guilty as the trigger man. It doesn't matter that you weren't present, or whether you were the lookout or the driver or just the person that teed up the target. She claims she's a scapegoat for a robbery turned double homicide, even though she's the one who brought the victim and the burglar together and set the stage for murder. Don't you have the blood of both these men on your hands? Opened fire on each other simultaneously and fatally.
Can you get your name quick? Douglas. I'm dying. Where did you shoot you at, sir? In the stomach. I shot back. I think I'm about to hit one of them. Did you know who they were? Oh, no, man. I think I was right now. I'm dying.
But this attack was not random. There's one link between the burglar and the homeowner. The victim's niece was the burglar's girlfriend, 19-year-old Amber Halford. Police found she conspired with her boyfriend to rob her uncle. After the two men shot and killed each other that night, Halford was charged along with two other suspects with capital murder. She opted to go to trial, even though a conviction carried a mandatory sentence. Life without the possibility of parole.
David, stand by, please.
Now 30 years old, she's serving her time in a Texas women's prison and protesting her punishment. We're here, Amber, to try and understand the mindset and motivation behind your actions in this case. Does that all make sense?
Yes, sir.
Why did you want to talk to us today?
To get my side of the story out, because, they made it seem like I'm some mastermind and stuff, and I'm really not. They twisted everything, I'm labeled a killer, and at the time I felt guilty, but over the years and how everything is, I'm not. It's like self-guilt. So I felt like I deserved to be in trouble.
You no longer feel that way?
No.
You feel less guilty now?
Yes.
At the time, Halford was 19 and admitted her guilt in a police interview.
I feel like this is my fault.
She says with the passage of time, she's come to believe she's not responsible for her uncle's murder, and that her punishment is unjust. I think it's a good point in time to have this conversation, because now you're a full-grown adult, right? Mm-hmm. Hopefully older and wiser than that teenage girl that got into all this trouble.
Yes.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I want to ask you to help me understand the Hearst family. You come from a big blended family,
yes,
right? And I'm still trying to map it out in my head.
My mom's real dad was Russell Varner, and he wasn't in my mom's life. But she was still a toddler whenever my grandma got with her stepdad, so he raised her. And so that was my pa is what we called him, Paul. So my pa was Doug's brother.
Doug Hurst also had a sister named Rhonda Hurst. Her son Dustin Sanoha is Amber Halford's cousin.
So Doug is actually Dustin's uncle, but my great uncle.
Halford would betray the family with a teenage boyfriend her parents rejected, 18-year-old J.D. Mulkey. How did you and J.D. meet?
Oh, we went to high school together. He was a junior and I was a senior, and so we had some classes together, and we just became best friends, and that was it. After that, we were inseparable.
There must have been a powerful bond, right? You said there's just something about him.
Yeah.
How do you explain it?
He's my best friend. Just, I don't know, whenever we were together, it was just me and him, like, even though it was bad, it was good. Even to this day, I don't think there's going to be anybody that I love as much as I loved him.
It sounds like your parents didn't approve.
Not at all.
Why not?
Oh, because he was trouble.
He was trouble.
Trouble.
You described him to police as gang-affiliated and, air quotes, gangster. Cops called him a wannabe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that accurate?
Yes. Now that I look back, yes.
Sometimes good girls are drawn to bad boys. Is that fair? Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that what was going on, or were you both about that thug lifestyle?
No, not me. I was just...
Not you?
No, I was raised better than that. Like, I was in, like, 4-H, FFA, stuff like that.
Do you think J.D. was dragging you down, Amber?
Yes, now that I look back at it, yes.
You consider yourself a essentially good girl dragged down by a bad boy?
Yes.
Halford appears almost meek and seizes the good girl led astray narrative. But is that just spin? Are you exaggerating the extent to which you were a good girl?
No, I mean, even though I did drugs and I partied and stuff, I was just, I guess, a little wild, but as much as robbing people and all that, I've never done that. This was the first time.
Did you have a criminal record at that point?
I got arrested for assault, family violence, whenever I was 17.
Family violence?
Mm-hmm.
What happened there?
Me and my sister got in a fight, and she attacked me, and I was defending myself, but they arrested me. But that's whenever I was being hard-headed and wild and wasn't trying to listen to anybody.
Did they arrest her?
No.
And what about J.D.?
He had already been on probation.
You told police at one point that you tried to keep J.D. out of trouble.
I did try.
Is that really true?
Yes, I did try, but by the time my mom got sick again and I just hit rock bottom, it was just too much.
At the time, Halford's mother was battling a terminal case of breast cancer. Stage 4 breast cancer?
Yes, sir.
She was a relatively young woman.
She was in her 40s when this happened.
So my condolences, Amber. Were you spending a lot of your time helping her?
I lived with them at that time, so if I wasn't at work, I was there helping her.
Or she was with J.D., planning a life together and scheming for ways to finance it because another life-changing event was quietly taking place. At the time of these crimes, is it true that you believe that you were pregnant?
Yes.
And that J.D. would be the father of your future son or daughter?
Yes, sir.
For the teenage mother-to-be and her baby's father, a motive comes into focus. Neither of you were exactly equipped for parenthood.
No.
Is that fair?
Fair.
Yeah. J.D. had no job, and waiting tables at Cookies wasn't going to cut it, right? So money was an issue. It sounds like you didn't have a long-term plan, but you came across a certain opportunity involving a certain home owned by a distant relative. When did you first mention Big Doug's house to J.D.?
We were driving around town because we always just rode back roads and smoked and stuff like that. So I was just showing him, like, hey, this is my uncle's house. My grandparents live on the other side. We used to own a trailer park that's right there. I was just, telling him, like, it all just was in the family.
It was all just in the family, and all fair game to Amber Halford. Soon the young couple began plotting to break into her uncle's house and rob him. There's a turn that comes up over and over again in the case record I want to ask you about. For people that don't know, what does it mean to hit a lick?
It means to go and make some quick money, you know, rob somebody or do what you can to get the money.
It's slang, basically, for fast money, easy money, usually by questionable or criminal means. Halford and her boyfriend had the means and the motive, and were about to get the opportunity.
I found out they weren't going to be there that weekend. We were in an argument, and I was like, hey, look, there's this, they're not going to be there. Do you want to go and do it?
Amber Halford was about to hit a...
The next part of this video is coming soon, and the next video will be on women's safety. All the points will be covered clearly in it. So please subscribe to the channel to watch the next video, and if you like the video, then please like, comment, and share. You will get it in the next video.